all of you to the last session of Masterclass series. We are honored to have a truly remarkable individual with us today as our guest speaker. So without further ado, it is my distinct privilege to introduce Mr. Vidya Bhushan. Mr. Vidya Bhushan, an alumnus of IIM Ahmedabad and IIT Kharagpur, serves as the COO and co-founder of Darjini Technologies. With a rich professional journey spanning over 14 years, he has garnered invaluable expertise in the industry. Notably, he spent 7 years in pivotal leadership roles at esteemed IT enterprises like Paytm, JioMoney, Ericsson R&D India, and Paysafe Group. At present, as the driving force at Darjeeling, Vidya's contributions have been pivotal to the company's remarkable trajectory. With a footprint extending across 43 cities, Darjeeling now boasts of an impressive network of 1,300 plus smart stores, capturing a user base exceeding 3 lakh monthly active users. I request everyone to please settle down fast and please maintain silence. Thank you. Under his astute guidance, Darjeeling has evolved into a pioneering brand, having established 200 plus franchisees of India's pioneering 24/7 instant food vending machines. He has received a wise scholarship from DWD Government of Germany. He is also a Young Alumni Achiever Awardee of IIT Kharagpur. Now I would like to request Mr. Vidya Bhushan to please join me on stage and take the session further. Sir, please. A big round of applause for him.
Students, as we are starting with this session, I am very sure that you will be really enjoying this session. This is the last master class and there is so much to take away from this. So I want you all ears and eyes there, not in a mobile phone and talking. Probably people talking on the phone would actually be, fine for it. And I'm seeing a couple of you using them in front of me. Probably your phone will be confiscated and additional fine will be there. So kindly be cautious during this session. So be all ears over here. Let's start with this session. Thank you. Thank you, sir. We are really happy to have you here for the last master class and concluding master class. And I think the title that you have chosen is very relevant for the young minds. They learn so much which is not known to them. So I'll give it over to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Am I audible? Good morning, everyone. So, before coming to the topic, I'll just start directly that how many of you are aware of this logo? Yeah, what is that? OpenAI. What is that actually? Algorithm. What language model? Learning LLM kind of. Generate human-like response. So, this is AI-powered model. Earlier we used to have a lot of chatbots, but those were actually managed or trained as per our need. But now we have a lot of LLM that doesn't need training at the user level, that is at the system level. So I'll just wrap it up quickly, this particular system. There is a QR code. Can someone scan it? Or maybe all of you can scan this QR code. In case you don't have a scanner, then you can open Paytm and then you can scan it. Students, please maintain silence. So, any of you were able to scan this QR code? Those are fine there? Yeah, so what is it? Okay, so this is just a URL that I had actually prepared for you. So when I was actually curating content for this particular talk, I had two options. One option was that I should sit, think that okay, what I'm going to talk during this 1 hour. And other option was that I can just go to ChatGPT and ask that okay, I have a talk in NCU on so and so day, and this is the topic. Can you suggest pointers for the same? And this is what they have suggested. So you can see that okay, I have taken a masterclass on so and so topic. Can you suggest me that? And then actually it gave me a long list of topics that I need to share out. I should share with you guys. Now the question comes back to the first. कि जब सब कुछ already available है, then what is the need of me coming here, or maybe need of you coming here on Raksha Bandhan and actually listening to this? Because now technology has evolved to a level where we don't have to think. At a touch of a button, everything is available, and the data which is available over here is slightly more than what I could have thought of. So where we are actually moving towards, or moving back? Can someone suggest? So like things like time management, academic expectations, independent learning, network and socializing, cultural diversity, health and well-being, financial literacy, goal setting, time for hobbies and passions, adaptability and resilience, communication. There's going to be a lot of it. Anything other than this, can anyone think that you guys should work on during these 4 years? Anyone? See, it is kind of exhaustive, right? Anyone? Health and well-being, that will actually cover physical activity, etc. So it is kind of exhausting. So actually there was no need of me coming over here. So what we will do, we will go back to basics. Basics means in case you know that you are overwhelmed with information, then what scientists actually does, they always go and question the basics. And then they come up with something new that actually paves the way for the new innovation. So I thought the topic is navigating from school to college. Then let us first understand what school is, and then understand what college is, and then understand how to migrate. And then obviously what ChatGPT has suggested, that will come later, but at least you will have some framework, some structure to know how to move ahead. So can someone say what is school altogether? Because you are just graduates of school right now. So what school is all about? In Indian system.
Labor.
Grades.
Yeah, grades. Anything else?
Slavery.
discipline of their own freedom. So for me, school is a system where some, I think around 4 5 year old a boy, a girl enters, and then he comes out around 17 18 years old, class 12. This is the system, right? Because in case you go back around 13 14 years, 12 years back, can you remember that when you entered class 1 and then now you are moving out class 12? It was a linear journey. Like class 1, you do well, you will move to class 2, do well, move to class standard 3rd, then standard 4th, and then slowly you move to class 12. Was a deviation available? Like नहीं 3 के बाद मुझे 5 जाना है, या 3 के बाद मुझे 2 पर जाना है, या फिर 3rd में मेरे पास 4 सब्जेक्ट हैं, I am not good at maths, I will not study maths. Were those options available to you guys? So it was a straight line. एक होता है एक सूत्रीय कार्यक्रम, single point agenda. From class 1 to class 12, you just move ahead without thinking much, because majority of the things was actually decided, already decided. आज कौन decide करता था?
Parents.
Parents. Whether आपको engineering करना है, medical करना है, law करना है, whatever it is, it was actually decided by your parents. You hardly had a lot of role in those decisions. और अंकल कर दिए, ऊपर कर दिए, या फिर टीचर कर दिए. But largely, your decisions, your life decisions were taken by someone else in school. So you were largely free. सब कुछ सही में चल रहा है, you don't have to deal with a lot of things. और input और output भी ना more or less aligned था. Someone who is good at class 1, he might be good at class 2, might be good at class 3 also, and slowly and gradually he will be good at class 12, and then he will go to some good school, good engineering school, or good medical school. Someone who is not good, he will escape that. कभी ऐसा हुआ है कि आपका क्लास का टॉपर एकदम बेकार स्कूल में चला गया, एंड जो स्कूल का सब नीचे का बंदा था वो बहुत अच्छे स्कूल में चला गया? रिवर्स कभी आपने देखा है? या फिर कोई इंजीनियरिंग का तैयारी कर रहा था, मेडिकल में चला गया, मेडिकल का तैयारी कर रहा है, इंजीनियरिंग चला गया? Have you seen such twist-off in class 1 to 12?
Yep.
It is largely not possible. कुछ होते हैं, कुछ बोलते हैं, लोग होते हैं जो actually they start preparation for both engineering and medical and qualify for both. But it's very rare. Exceptions होते हैं, but नहीं होते. So this is called linear outcome. So largely in school you have linear outcome. आप जितना मेहनत करोगे उतना अच्छा ग्रेड आएगा, and then you go to उतना अच्छे स्कूल. In case you don't work, आपके ग्रेड्स खराब रहेंगे, and then you go to not so good school. So this is common across college schools. But what about college? So बता सकते हैं what is the paradigm shift that is going to happen from tomorrow for you guys? So school खत्म हो गया, but now we are in college, and there will be paradigm shift in the mindset of you guys. इसमें क्या हो सकता है? क्योंकि स्कूल में it was one agenda, but now in college there is no one agenda. Again the same graduate will enter into this school, but no one knows how he will come out. कुछ भी बन सकता है. एक मैकेनिकल का बंदा कंप्यूटर साइंस में जॉब ले सकता है, कंप्यूटर साइंस का बंदा इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में जॉब ले लेगा. So the one which was the flexibility was not available in school, that is available in college. ऐसा क्यों हो सकता है? Anybody बोल सकते हैं हम लोग के जो एजुकेशन सिस्टम है वो फ्लॉड है, या जो कॉलेज में सिखाया जाएगा that is of no use. So why you think that in college or maybe after passing out of college you have a lot of flexibility? So that comes to the core of this particular presentation. That in school we were dependent on just one point, and someone said it was grades. But in college it is not limited to grades. They are much more than grades. So, how many of you have heard the term called IQ? What is that? Yeah, intelligent quotient. So, someone who is intelligent in school will be topper of their school and will get the best possible options. But someone who is not intelligent but may have a lot of skill other than intelligence, he may fall apart or he may fall back. He may fall behind. कुछ भी हो सकता है उसके साथ. But in college it doesn't happen. It depends on more intelligence, and that is a skill. Can you tell that in college what are the two more skills that will be needed in addition to this IQ? Yeah, social skills and
communication skills.
yeah, that is social skills. Emotional skills. Yes. Now the game has become open. अब सारे लोग तेज नहीं हो सकते, but some of the people will be good at communication. Some of the people will be good at emotional skills. Some of the people will be good at intelligence skills. But some of them will be good at all the three. Some of them will be not good at all any of them. So, I think intelligence quotient largely people are aware of. Right? Like I'm able to memorize, I'm able to recall, I'm able to omit whatever I have memorized in the college exam and then these are intelligence. I'm able to solve mathematics problems, science problems. These are intelligence working problems. What is emotional? It's written, but can someone actually make me understand what is emotional skill? Can you do not confuse emotional person and emotional skill? कोई बंदा बार-बार को रोता है, he is emotional, but he may not have emotional skill. तो आप लोग अब इस चीज को lightly मत लो. Emotional skill as well as social skill both are skills that can be learned. These are not unlike intelligence, which is likely from heredity आ सकता है, but you can bond that skill set. Similarly, emotional and social skill can be formed. So, can someone actually make me understand what emotional skill is altogether?
Dedication towards his work.
Handling pressure is adversity. Try to handle. I'm not able to hear you. Anyone?
Dedication towards his work.
Sir, ability to read and feel emotions.
Yes, exactly. So this is what is emotional skill. There are three steps process in this emotional skill. That in case I go and talk to someone, then we have to understand your own emotions first. कि मैं कैसा feel कर रहा हूँ? Am I angry? I am sad. I am anxious. And then second stage is how I am going to manage my own emotions. And then third term is I need to understand, say I am talking to Dr. Rohit, then how he is feeling. And then manage those emotions. ये अभी आप लोगों को थोड़ा सा high level लग रहा होगा, but when you go to class in final year, you will understand that someone who is 9.2 and someone who is 6.2, 6.2 might get better job than 9.2 because 6.2 has better social better emotions. So the people who is coming to actually hire you will not care about acting. What I will tell you, बंदा अपना team में लेता हूँ, will he be able to gel with other team members? Will he be able to manage emotions? ऐसा तो नहीं बात को बनाना start करें, बात को झगड़ा करना start करें. Because what you have learned in college, that is a kicker. But what you will be working in the company will not exactly the same what you have actually learned. तो ये जो आपकी emotional skills हैं, इस पर आपको काम करना होगा. You have to read books on it. There are a lot of books on emotional skills. That's how to manage those skills. So that is one additional skill that you will have to build when you are actually moving forward. Then it comes to social skills. Can someone actually, what was your name?
Rudran.
Rudran. Can someone tell what is this social skill altogether?
The ability to convey what you're trying to say to others in a sensible manner.
Yes, it's communication skill. Social skill is like how many of you have friends? Okay. How many of of you have friends for last 5 years? The same friends for last 5 years? Okay. How many of you have friends, same friends, for last 10 years? Okay. So in case you are able to maintain relationship for long, then you are largely a social. So that's it. All the rules, and then okay, in case this is interpersonal skills what you call. And in case you have good interpersonal skills, you will be able to manage relationships. And then managing relationships are multiple models. So that is the another major skill that you will have to acquire in next 4 years. Any question on this? Any question like EQ, SQ to ठीक है, IQ समझ में आ गया, but why these are needed? Any questions that might be working at this point of time? Okay. The last is adversity portion. आपने देखा होगा बहुत सारे लोग फर्स्ट ईयर सेकंड ईयर में सुसाइड वगैरह कर लेते हैं, and that is very common. It's because now competition has increased and you will face lots of adversities in next 4 years. अभी तक आप लोगों को नहीं मिल रहा था क्लास 12 का, क्योंकि आपको जितने भी प्रॉब्लम थे आपको टाइम सॉल्व कर रहे थे. And in case you are sad, your parents will pick you up. But in college, it's not going to happen. Because there will be the problem which is beyond their own control, and you will have to develop the skill set to actually navigate those adversities. So, यहाँ तक तो ठीक है, but I think any questions at this stage?
How will we acquire these questions and when will we know that we have acquired them?
Okay. So, intelligence quotient is measured. वो तो आपको grades में आ जाता है. The remaining other is comparative actually value. तो जैसे आपकी placement होगी वहाँ पर आपका GD होगा, group discussion. Someone who has good social skill will be able to communicate well and he will be busy. तो ये जो होता है ये relative होते हैं. From this group, in case I have to hire 10 people, I will first check. So Rudrans, I think he was able to actually speak up. बहुत सारे लोग आपस में बात कर रहे हैं, but they didn't have ability to stand up and share what they want to share. यही होता है कि आदमी को खुद लग रहा है कि मैं बहुत तेज हूँ, but actually they are not. Someone who is actually able to stand up and say what they want to say in front of 400 people, they don't have the capability. And I like people like those. वही वो 400 लोगों के बीच बोल पाया है, 10 लोगों के बीच में बोल पाएगा. And he is able to express what he. So that actually starts. In one year it will become more what is differentiating. Currently you guys are wrong, so it may not be that evident. But slowly लोगों को पता चल जाता है ये बंदा चाहिए start को hire कर दो. Second point is that now I have already shortlisted 10 people based on EQ and SQ. Now I need to go to intelligence की ठीक है मतलब बोलने में अच्छा है, कम्युनिकेट अच्छा कर लेता है, कम्युनिकेटिव भी है, लोगों का समझ भी जाता है, but कर पाएगा काम. And then there will be rejection based on that. But IQ is something which is base, वो तो होना ही चाहिए. But these are like add-on which will actually come before IQ. एक आपने क्वेश्चन पूछा, that is the next slide. This is very important. That tomorrow it can happen that someone who has 6.2 might employ you as their employee. In case that particular 6.2 has more experience, and this is very common, I'm not making it up. You can go and read about any of those big entrepreneurs or big business owners. All of them they may not have best IQ in that company, but they are the best person with SQ and EQ. They are able to hire someone who is more talented than you. So in case you want to work for someone else, improve on your IQ. But in case you really want to work for yourself, and in case you want to really work, then you will have to work on EQ and SQ. So always keep in mind that it might not be evident, it might not come up in the your grade 6, but this is going to manage the knowledge. अब आपका क्वेश्चन आते हैं जिसने पूछा था कि how to build this. So there are multiple ways of building such skills. I am just giving one clue for each. And kindly do not this keep this as a final thing that यही कर लेंगे तो मैं बन जाएगा, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. I am still here. I think I graduated in 2010, and then it's been 13 years. And then when Dr. Rohit actually called me and said, "Ki एक orientation program है, would you like to come?" And I stay in Greater Noida. It's like around 50 kilometers from here. I still came here just for one thing. One, I wanted to share what I wanted to share. And second, I wanted to work on my communication skill. Because this is a lifelong process. Because I also have some agenda, some targets in my mind that I want to work on my skill set. Unless I don't come here and speak, I won't improve. So that is a lifelong process that you will have to go through. इसका कोई लिमिट नहीं होता है. आपकी जो peers होंगे ना उसके साथ comparison होगा कि आप अच्छे हो या खराब. But you can always improve, keep on improving. There is no end to it. तो IQ तो सबको पता है. You just have to read books, right? उसमें तो कुछ नहीं है. You study, and I think first year largely you should study. Second is what I thought that you can learn new skills. And when I say new skill set, you can learn music. You can learn, say, in case someone goes for a new language. In that case, your IQ जो भी dull होता जाता है ना वो अच्छा हो जाता है. So language learning is one which is generally जो अच्छे बंदे अच्छा बंदा होता है, they might learn 4-5 languages. उसका IQ अच्छा है. Someone will struggle learning 2 languages or maybe 3rd language. So that is one part of IQ. So in case you have time, you can actually start working on. In first year, you can play cards. How many of you actually play cards?
Which card?
Yes. That is also a very good way of actually improving your IQ. अभी normal cards खेलना जाता है, थोड़ा सा आपको दिमाग लगाना पड़ता है कि आपने कौन सा कार्ड पकड़ना देगा, and how you are actually evaluating. इसमें आपकी जो brain section है, आपकी this sort of वगैरह होता है, that also is some brain. That will keep you engaged. That will keep improving your IQ. And fourth year is largely for the placement. So you should start working on the placement because your identity is done. Our normal start class 1 to class 12 are already I think one there, and you have come to a very good college. Actually, I always like coming back to this college because this positive vibrant culture is high. So that is largely for IQ. Now we talk for EQ. Can we get EQ? I just actually explained what is EQ. So in case someone can just tell in campus next 4 years, how you can improve upon EQ?
Understanding our emotions and others' emotions as well.
Yes, but then how?
Communicating.
Communicating, that in case I tell the same thing to her, will you be able to follow what she has told in next 4 years, and you will be able to improve on it. So can you be a little more clear? Tangible, because see, this is not superficial knowledge. This is skills that you will have to learn. अगर किसी को ये लग रहा है कि मैं तो मेरे पास पता नहीं है, क्लास फ्रेंड होंगे, but वो that is not social skill. So can someone be a little more confident that in next 4 years, in case I have to improve the EQ, how I am going to improve? Because I shared investment.
Reading books and watching different things, movies, examples.
No, movies is good. Movies थोड़ा सा बढ़ता है. But I mean, what you should do is start doing the project that you are doing. अभी तक आप लोग largely doing individual learning कर रहे हैं. But now what you have to do, you have to start working in project with your mates. I mean, it can be your roommates, it can be your classmates, whatever it is. But you start working on a project with them. How it will improve? Can someone tell how it will improve if you?
Because both of your grades are dependent on each other, so even if other person is not doing right, you will try to help them instead of getting angry at them.
Yes, that is one part. Any part? Let's move out of these grades. So grade is ultimate things I know, but still, see, अगर हम किसी दूसरे बंदे के साथ काम कर रहे हैं, हमेशा हम लोग ना cordial relationship नहीं रहेगा. In case I am working on a project, then I will have my own opinion. He will have or she will have her own opinion, and then I will have to actually discuss कि भाई तुम क्यों बोल रहे हो, कैसे बोल रहे हो, and in that time there are two things. मैं तो बात करते झगड़ा करूँगा या मैं बात करते करते उसको एक particular common point पर आता. So when you start working in someone else, it actually improves your EQ, and unknowingly over the period of time you will start learning a lot of it. आपको समझ में आना चाहिए कि जिस बात करना है तो this is the way to talk, and then you modulate your own emotions. And in case he is also emotionally intelligent, then he will also modulate his own emotion, and then both will on the same page. Otherwise, the road will दिन भर झगड़ा होते रहता है, because these people are not emotionally intelligent. लेकिन in case you are sitting over here, then it is expected. So you have to be emotionally intelligent. अब इसमें क्या होगा ना? Now you broaden your horizon. So now you have started working with one people. In next stage, you will start working in a group. तो यहाँ पर ना मल्टी लेयर काम करेगा. In case you have 6 people, then you start working same and then understanding emotions of each, and then you start working. So similarly, you go for internship that will actually give you cultural diversity. अगर आप दूसरे जगह जाते हो तो वहाँ के लोगों से आप बात करना सीख जाओगे, and then you will be able to manage. And last is the work on business idea, and that will make you a bit more emotional. Because in case you work on business idea, there are 15 different things that you will have to manage. And I'm sure that in a group of 5, in case you work on that 15 different aspects, there will be at least 60 concepts. And then some people will be very, very passionate about one particular concept, and you will not be that important. And in that case, it will generally lead to a lot of fights. So in case you are able to manage, this will actually help you build. How to build a social skill or maybe social motion? Anybody?
By interacting with other people.
Yes. Interact with other people where?
In your peers or in a class.
Yes. But you always
In
interact.
an industry basically. In an industry when you try to interact with others, you develop your social skills.
Okay, networking language.
Yeah.
Okay.
How to present yourself in front of many people.
Good. So you are able to present. So I think your social skill is good.
By various personal and professional relationships.
Relationship is slightly important, but if the person is still engaged in love, then I mean, because most of the people are being confused between emotional and social. So I would say the main conflict that you have to do in the first year is to volunteer for the club. So in case your college has a 5 club, volunteer for it. आपके यहाँ बहुत सारे प्रोजेक्ट होते रहते हैं, स्टार्टअप कॉन्फ्रेंस होता है, so there are a lot of things that happen. Start doing volunteering in that particular एक क्लब से नहीं 4-5 क्लब में करो, क्लब कर लो, डांस क्लब कर लो, भी क्लब कर लो. But you will at least volunteer in particular. Here you will actually start shaping your mind in where you are good at. You might be good at music, you might be good at say finance, industry interface, you might be good at something else. That you will actually identify the person. And then second year, you can actually become a member of the club. Now you are actually again, कोई भी चीज छोटा स्टार्ट होता है, and then you increase the horizon. तो इमोशनली में भी आपने क्या किया, अपने क्लासमेट के साथ काम किया, उसने ग्रुप के साथ काम किया, फिर आपने बड़ा ग्रुप के साथ किया, so that you are able to gradually graduate from one layer to other. Similarly for social skills में यही होता है. You will have lowest level of liabilities when you are volunteer. आपको बस अपने एक काम पहला करने के लिए वो काम करना पड़ेगा. When you come to second year, you become the member. Then you have to manage the volunteer and you have to manage your third year and fourth year also. That is managing upward, managing downward. It's another skill. And then third is that lead any of those club. अगर आप कोई डिपार्टमेंट क्लब में 4-5 डिपार्टमेंट्स होते हैं, किसी भी क्लब में जाओगे तो कोई बंदा तो you try to actually start leading one of those clubs and last you become head of the club. So now we have like 400 students. I'm pretty sure there won't be more than 15 clubs. So out of 400, only 15 people will rise to that 15 space. And then in case you are able to go to that head of any club, most likely anyone who is coming to the campus or for your own sake, you will be basically chosen kind of party. So that is something, and then maybe you will be able to distinguish yourself. बाकी लोग जो अभी बैठे हैं वो बैठे ही रह जाएंगे 4th ईयर में, टाइम पास होते टाइम नहीं लगता. but still you work one after other, you will be able to actually go to the next level. ये आपको कॉन्शियसली काम करना पड़ेगा. अगर किसी को ये लग रहा है कि नहीं मैं हो जाता है, नहीं होता. Once you come to fourth year, then you start regretting. कि हम ये करना चाहिए था, ये करना चाहिए था, ये करना चाहिए. That regret doesn't come when you are in school. स्कूल में कभी आपने ये रिग्रेट किया कि सेकंड क्लास में ये करना चाहिए था या थर्ड में ये करना चाहिए था? Largely no. But in fourth, because after fourth year you will be in the open era. आप एक तो ओशन में घुस जाओगे आप. अभी तक आप लोग काफी constraints environment में डालते हैं. And then there won't be anyone to safeguard you. Whatever the skill set that you have generated in this 4 year will actually safeguard after class when you move out of final year. अब AQ का क्या है? I would say it doesn't come. मतलब ये कभी भी आ सकता है. First year में भी आ सकता है, second year में भी आ सकता है. I think most of you might be topper of your school before coming here. And out of 400, I'm pretty sure that there will be say 15 toppers. Now when they will be graded, some toppers will be at 15th position or 16th position. Someone who has never seen less than 90% in their report card, he will all of a sudden he will start saying 70%, 60%, A, B, C, whatever the grading is. Some of the people might go into depression. Some of the people might go to extreme कि भाई ये क्या हो रहा है? I'm not worthy of it. तो उस केस में you have to actually handle yourself. So in case you work on EQ and SQ, you will have that emotional thing to protect yourself, and in the meantime you have built your circle that will actually lift you up. अगर आप अकेला ही रह जाओगे and second year third year में गाना खास इस तरह की adversity आती है, then it will be very difficult because your parents will be out of touch and you will not be able to build your circle. So that becomes very difficult. So in case you work on first three, last will be actually managed at your own. So I will share the last adversity. It can come any time and how to manage through my own journey of last. So actually I am just sharing my journey from 2005. It might inspire some of you, but I am not boasting, but I am just trying to say that life is tough for everyone, no matter where you are. So in 2005, I am graduate, or maybe I was in science school, and at that point of time, my target was to join army. And there were 100 people in that batch, and 35 actually joined army. Now they are lieutenant colonel. But I was the one who was not able to actually qualify for NDA. At that point of time, मेरे पास क्या था? या तो फिर मैं बैठ कर जो मैं वर्दी नहीं कुछ नहीं कर सकता, कहीं सोच चले गए मैं यहाँ पर बैठा हुआ. But what I did, I actually started preparation for engineering. And for the God grace, next year I was in top 500 of in J. So within 1 year, I was able to actually move from complete adverse situation to top 500 in India. But next year, again I was down, which I was saying. See, my rank was 427. In my batch, there were 30 people, and I was last 4. All of them were top. कोई 100 रैंक वाला है, कोई 120 रैंक वाला है, कोई 140 रैंक वाला है. I was 427 and मेरे पास 3 लोग. So all of a sudden I thought कि यार इस क्लास का सबसे बेवकूफ मैं ही हूँ. And then till class 12 I have never seen less than 95 marks, 94 marks उसी तरह आ रहा है. यहाँ आते ही 6.4, 6.5 मार्क्स स्टार्ट हो गए. And then you start getting into depression. ये होता है. That is what will happen to majority of you. क्योंकि टॉपर तो ये 2-4 लोग बनेंगे. But in the meantime, you will have to start working. क्या कर सकते हैं? कैसे इसको मैनेज करना है? And then you start working on your skill set. अब इसका जो मैंने क्या करा आप ये लोग से तो कंपटीशन में हम लोग जीत नहीं सकते. But you can always carve out your niche. So what I did, I actually started working on single process. मैं बोला कि there are 50 different things in electronics. In case I am able to work on certain things well, I will be ahead of rest of the people. And this is the big difference between school and college. In college, you can build your own profile. In school, you will not be able to build your own profile. So college में हमेशा आपको थोड़ा बहुत ये मिलता है, level मिलता है. That you can start building your own. And slowly, I started to move on because actually interest is very important. You have to identify the interest and start working on it to overcome those adverse situations. So actually in 2010 actually I got placed in Ericsson Research and Development. अब यहाँ पर ये भी होता है कि we come from very common background, right? So I come from village. तो वहाँ पर गाइड करने वाला अभी तो बहुत कुछ है, कैटेगरीज आप कभी पूछ सकते हो. But at that point of time I didn't have. तो मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था कि अगर मैं Ericsson Research and Development चला जाऊँगा my life will be same. But there I found I didn't have interest in coding. So right 4 years I actually worked in electronics and all of a sudden I was up to coding Java. अब जावा में मुझे उतना मजा नहीं आ रहा था. Then I said क्या करना है? Because now in case I pursue this particular for next couple of years, what I will do? यहाँ पर फिर मैंने कुछ और करते हैं and then I actually started working for CAP. Again from the so that is another skill set I would say कि I was able to crack CAP and went into IIM. अब उसमें एक चीज है कि I had good skill set of cracking exam. But after exam, I do had lot of problems. मैं IT में घुस गया, उसके बाद भी मुझे 4 साल स्ट्रगल करना पड़ा. मैं अहमदाबाद में चला गया, उसके बाद भी मुझे स्ट्रगल करना पड़ा. तो ये ना कुछ चीजें ऐसी आती हैं जो नेचुरल आपके पास आएगा, बस कुछ चीजें ऐसी जिस पर आपको काम करना पड़ता है. And this SQ and EQ that I realized just 5 or 10 years back कि मेरे स्किल सेट में क्या प्रॉब्लम है कि I can write anything, I can do anything, but when it comes to expressing, when it comes to sharing, I'm not good at that. I'll have to work. आप जैसे जैसे बोलते हैं जैसे आपकी एज बढ़ती चली जाती है सीखना उतना टफ हो जाता है. So I started learning something at 25, 26, 28. अब मुझे काफी टफ हो रहा है. But you guys are wrong. You can easily driving आप 12 साल में ऐसे सीख जाओगे, 18 साल में ऐसे सीख जाओगे. You try to learn driving at 40. तो ये जो आपकी टाइमिंग है ना ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि in case you start at this thinking number SQL you will be able to build when you are out of and you will be able to manage lot of things. अभी वही है नॉर्मल चीज. अहमदाबाद में गया, वहाँ पर अगेन बड़े लोग आए हुए, कोई मोहम्मद कैलिमे का बीपी था, कोई बाटले में बीपी है, एंड देन गॉट एक्चुअली कमिंग फ्रॉम कंप्यूटर टेक्निकल बैकग्राउंड, एंड देन दैट पर्टिकुलर कॉलेज हैज वेरी रिगरस curriculum, and then again you start working where आप जाओगे. तो that is always there कि you there really becomes कि आप कभी ऊपर जाओगे लाइफ में, कभी नीचे आओगे, फिर ऊपर जाओगे, फिर नीचे आओगे. That is a cycle. But in case you are down and you don't channelize your energy in something that is interesting to you, you will keep going down. So you have to actually put it yourself. कि भाई जैसे मैंने खड़गपुर में सिग्नल प्रोसेसिंग को पकड़ा था, उसी तरह जब मैं अहमदाबाद में मैंने स्टार्टअप काम किया. And then actually I started working on. So over the period of time I actually keep working on startups. मैं Geo join किया था, that was also Geo money before starting professional. And slowly it's like it's not a natural progression. Then now you are actually satisfied with your life, good salary and going out of the. And in 2018 actually I started my own company. But 2020 everyone knows what happened. COVID. So adversity जो है ना वो हमेशा आपके internal problems के कारण नहीं आता. It can come from the external things. In my case it came from COVID. COVID से पहले we had presence over more than 5 or 6 cities and around we have 200 clients. During COVID all of them actually got shut down. Certain of them actually closed their office and work from home was there. And my business was in a way that I can serve people who are coming to office. So it was rock bottom. कि आपकी जो मेन प्रोडक्ट है that cannot be sold because people are not coming to office. And then survival was very difficult at that point of time. But again you have to float. अब उस वक्त सारे स्टार्टअप वाले क्या करेंगे, फ्लोट कर रहे हैं. Somehow we have to survive this particular entire thing. And then finally somehow last year we got released. And then finally I was able to, or maybe this company was able to come out of those adversities. So as you grow, the adverse will be on yourself. But as you grow ahead, the adverse situation will impact a lot of people around you. So if you are working in a company in a group, then adverse situation might impact you. So, and then recently something happened which I was not actually expecting. So this is the last slide, and then maybe we will open it for questions. Second is that at each stage set your targets. अगर आप low हो, high हो, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. You have to set your goals and you have to work on that. Sometimes you might succeed, sometimes you may not succeed. But unless you don't have goals, you will not be able to actually work ahead in it. तो अगर मैंने आपको बोला था कि 2005 में मेरा टारगेट था एंगेजमेंट करने का, but it didn't happen, and next year actually I was able to crack out. So somehow I failed at one target, I actually achieved something else, but work has to be there. ये नहीं कि मैंने टारगेट सेट कर लिया, बड़ा सा पोस्टर में अपने रूममेट के सामने लिख के रख दिया, but I am not working on it. That is something which is not going to work. जो भी है, in case you fail, you will get something better at the point. Similarly, at different stages, I set different goals. Sometimes I achieve, sometimes I didn't achieve. And sometimes it might happen like say मेरे से पूछा था 2010 में आपका क्या है? That is a very common question. Like what do you want to do after 10 years? I don't believe in that question. But in case someone would have asked me 2010 में क्या करना है, my question answer would have been कि I want to become a CPO because that point of time I was coding. In 2012, in case someone would have asked me what do you want to become, I would say I want to become CPO because I was working in product. In 2018, someone said कि मैं क्या करना चाहता हूँ, that point of I was again a product manager. Then I said कि I want to become say global head of a particular company. And next year I actually started the company and I became CEO. So in 10 years, actually my aim actually changed. But I kept working, but I felt कि मुझे काम करना है. And sometimes it's actually like कि you work, you fail, you set the target and then fail. Sometimes succeed and sometimes something will come to you without even trying. So recently I got say from IT. The same IT which they put me in 2005. After 18 years, same IT is giving me other achievements. So it is something which I never actually expected, and then all of a sudden I got a very good day. So that actually started happening. So over the period of time, you work, fail, and at the end, life has a lot of good things to do. Last thing I want to share one more thing, that don't glamorize failures. I see a lot of LinkedIn posts, a lot of WhatsApp posts, lots of social media posts that I failed here, I failed here. See, failing is not a problem, but failing without trying is a problem. So you must try hard. In case you fail, then you must have something better. लेकिन मैं लाइन ये देखता हूँ कि लोग बिना ट्राई किए फेल हो जाते हैं एंड देन सोचिए आइए मेरे लिए नहीं बस तुमने ट्राई नहीं किया तो तुम्हारे खाने का को बता नहीं So you must try, you must work hard, and there is no substitute of working hard and building skills. So I just close with saying the last video, which is like, now please start working on SQL. You will realize maybe after say 4 years, but in case you have something in your mind, then it will help you later. Embrace adversity. अगर कुछ होता है आपके लाइफ के साथ, then actually embrace it. Do not move away or maybe drive away from it. Embrace करने पड़ते हैं because there might be something better for you. And last but not the least is that you update your ambition. अब this is slightly controversial. आपको बहुत सारे पोस्ट मिलेंगे जहाँ पर बोला जाएगा नहीं अपने विजन के लिए लाइफ बर्बाद कर दो, लाइफ में मिशन लगा दो, 10 साल में किसी का देना करते हो. But that actually doesn't work. So you will have to have assessment. Am I capable of doing those things? In case I give my best. In case I am not capable, then move and then come to some next goals. There are 15 different goals after your college. You do not need to stick with one and then class topic. भैया वो टाइम चला गया, वो खत्म हो गया. No, you have to finalize your own goals and you have to work on it. And last but not the least is that start using ChatGPT. जो बच्चे IT वाले हैं वो खत्म हो जाएंगे because almost this ChatGPT has more intelligence than the common human has. So the people who are good at SQL will actually become IT. So start using this ChatGPT in daily. There might be some resistance from maybe some knowledge that you should not use ChatGPT for so and so, that might be but one thing is there, ChatGPT can just answer you. लेकिन एक चीज अभी भी ये नहीं कर सकता वो है क्वेश्चन. So someone who is able, इसलिए मैंने बार-बार पूछ रहा था कि in case you have any question, in case you have any question, someone who is good at asking questions will be able to survive. because आंसर तो हर जगह मिलना है कि आप रैंडम कोई भी क्वेश्चन पूछो क्या देखिए तो बता देगा but asking question is the skill set and I see that you guys need to work on that asking because I think in between कि आप question कैसे question so that is from my side it is I'm just
Any questions?
Sir, you said when you face adversity, you should just deal with it. But for example, you are also failing at like SQ, EQ, and adversity on top of that. Then all these things will overwhelm you. Then I don't think it's possible to.
Can you please stand up and repeat the whole question again? We were not able to hear you.
You said that we should just embrace the adversity. But sir, all the other things maybe they are not going smoothly as well. That IQ you are not that good at, you don't have a good network of friends. And on top of that, life is also dealing with adversity. So I think it's quite difficult to just accept the adversity and move on with it.
I didn't say accept, I said embrace. Embrace is like in case there is some adversity in front of you, then you have to handle it, you have to manage it. So you can live just one adversity.
Your close friend died due to a disease.
Okay, so that is something which is extreme adversity which actually comes. But how to deal with that? And then obviously I'm not philosophy, but it actually happened. It actually happened when I was in class third year. I was in 404 and 401 Rohit Kumar actually died and he was with me for last 6 years. So when he was my friend from secondary school and he died in the night, I remember. In the night he came to us and said that tomorrow we'll go to Kolkata for some quality training, visa processing. And in the morning at around 8 o'clock, he actually calling from somewhere and then he was here to bring him. And I took him to I started looking into Kolkata and all of a sudden he brought me up with bloody was bloody. Then we showed the Kolkata नहीं सकता इसको हम लोग यहाँ पर hospital ले जाते हैं and then so I had gone through that trauma of close it was for at least 8 years and that so it was a shock. But still you would have actually that point of time they will actually be in the dorm and then we will sit together and we will think what karna hai, nahi karna hai, how we are going to handle it. And at that point of time it was more of us their parents feeling. So that was another break. In Mummy Papa ko kya batana hai. So there are 15 things. But you cannot handle it alone. You have to handle that with like people together and then think इसको आगे कैसे क्या कर सकते हैं, नहीं कर सकते हैं, इसको आगे कैसे बढ़ा सकते हैं. So I don't think there is such a point that answer to it, but you can always take help of your peers, you can always take help of your mentors. Professors at that point of time were very supportive, so they used to come to our dorm, they used to say, and then they started giving a lot of information on life and death and stuff. So you actually get something. So that is part and parcel. You never know what will happen tomorrow. But if you have a support system in place, in order to move on. Moving back from there is what you were supposed to do. But we had to direct, right? So how they would have dealt with it, right? So therefore, then it was much more painful than my case. Because I knew him for the last 7 years. But his parents knew for the last 21 years. So वो चीज़ मेरा बड़ा मैंने
Anyone else? If anyone else wants to ask something, can raise their hands. Okay, I suppose there are no more questions for the session. So as we have come to the end of this masterclass series, let us express our heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Vidya Bhushan for gracing us with their presence and sharing their remarkable insights. Thank you for the wonderful session, sir. So I would like to request Dr. Rohit Singh Officer to please present the token of appreciation to our guest speakers, sir, please. A big round of applause, please. Lastly, thank you all for your attentiveness and engagement during the sessions and have a wonderful day. Thank you.